Hobbit is coming out and I am excited. I'm going to share with you my knowledge of the Tolkien world by telling you the entire history of Middle-earth leading up to The Hobbit. Beware spoilers for the Silmarillion. Also, beware inaccuracies. In the beginning, there was this god, and his name was Eru, and he made a bunch of angels that are called the Valar. Eru is like, sing for me, and the angels are all like, la 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 la. There's the Satan metaphor. His name, Rupert Murdoch, we're calling him that. Rupert Murdoch is like, oh, God is so awesome, I think I want to make my own song to prove to him how much I love him, while everyone else is like, la la la. Rupert Murdoch is like, loo loo loo, and everyone's like, whoa, what the and so then he's like, screw you guys, I'm leaving. And then Eru is like, this is the planet, and eventually I'm going to put elves and humans on it. So they go down to the planet, and they start making mountains and forests and shit. But then Rupert Murdoch's like, no, he's like, brr, brr, brr. And so that happens a lot. So they go away from Middle-earth, because that's where they were, and they make a new land that I'm just going to call Paradise. And then the elves wake up, and everything gets really complicated. They wake up in Middle-earth, and then all the gods, the Valar, are like, oh, we should go back and help them. So they go back, and they capture Murdoch, and they're like, elves, you should come join us in Paradise, it'll be fun. Over in Paradise, there are these two, like, amazing, spectacular trees, and there's this one elf, and he takes the magic of the trees and puts them inside these jewels. They're called the Silmarils, and that's where the title comes from, Silmarillion. So Rupert Murdoch breaks out of jail, and he kills the trees, and he steals the Silmarils, and he runs back to Middle-earth. And then there's a bunch of battling, and it's really boring. There's this chick named Luthien, and there's this human named Beren, who falls in love with her, and she's in love with him too. But her dad is like, no, fuck that. The only way I would ever let you have her hand is if you gave me a Silmaril. Beren gets captured, and so Luthien goes in, rescues him from Rupert Murdoch, and steals one of the Silmarils, and then they come back, and her dad's like, well, damn! One of their sons takes the Silmaril that they got, and brings it back to Paradise, and is like, hey, gods, here's a Silmaril, can you help us out? So then the Valar are like, okay, we'll come and kill him. And they banish Rupert Murdoch from the earth forever and ever. The grandsons of Beren and Luthien, because they're half-elf and half-human, they are granted the choice whether they want to be immortal like elves or mortal like humans. One is Elrond. He's the one who chooses to be elf-like, and then the other one, Elros, he chooses to be mortal. So descended from Elros are the race of Numenor. So they live on this island, and they're perfectly fine with their mortality. But Sauron was the minion of Rupert Murdoch, and he's still hanging around. So he goes to the Numenor, and he's like, hey, don't you want to be immortal? Wouldn't that be awesome? And so they're like, yeah, that would be awesome. Let's attack Paradise. That's a smart idea. So there were, like, a couple of the Numenor didn't go on attack, so they were hanging out in Middle-earth. And they and the elves united and defeated Sauron. Sauron has the One Ring, and Isildur takes the ring rather than destroying it. He dies, and the ring gets lost in a big river. And a billion zillion years later, our buddy Gollum comes along, and he finds the ring, and he takes it. He goes under the Misty Mountains, and he lives there for hundreds and hundreds of years, all alone. And that's where The Hobbit begins.